Dato Seri Vida is one of the most famous entrepreneurs in Malaysia. Her full name is Dato Seri Dr. Hasmiza Othman, and she was born in Machang, Kelantan in 1971. Before starting her business, she worked as a school teacher. She studied education at University Science Malaysia, but deep inside, she always had a strong interest in health and beauty. In 2006, she started her own company called Vida Beauty Sendirian Berhad. She used her own savings to produce health and skincare products. Her most famous products are Pamoga, a health drink, and Kuputeh, a skin whitening products. These products quickly became popular in Malaysia and even in other countries like Indonesia and Brunei. Dato Seri Vida is also well known for her bold and creative marketing. She often appears in her own TV ads and use catchy phrases like Kuputeh, Kuputeh, barulah putih. She also became famous for sponsoring big TV shows and football teams, which helped her brand grow even more. Her colorful fashion, confident personality, and strong branding made her stand out from other business owners. Even though she is very successful, her life has not always been easy. In 2013, she faced a personal tragedy when she lost two of her children in a house fire. It was a very difficult time, but she stayed strong and continued to grow her business. Today, Dato Seri Vida is a symbol of confidence, strength, and success. Her journey shows that with passion, hard work, and creativity, anyone can overcome challenges and build a successful business.
Dato Seri Dr. Hasmiza Othman, better known as Dato Seri Vida or DSV, is a successful female entrepreneur from Kelantan, Malaysia. She is Malay and was born in 1971, which makes her around 54 years old this year. Dato Seri Vida started her journey in the beauty and health industry. With a background as a beautician, she began by selling her own products and promoting them directly to the customers. Her business grew as she boldly marketed her brand, even sponsoring popular TV programs and using her own image to attract attention. One of the main reasons she started her business was her passion for beauty and health. After facing several personal challenges, including the tragic loss of her children, she was determined to rebuild her life. Her strong will and unique personality helped her stand out in the business world. She also wanted to be financially independent and inspire other women to succeed. Through creative marketing and self-branding, she turned Vida Beauty into a household name in Malaysia. Today, she is not only known for her products, but also for her confident and bold personality that continues to inspire many.
Vida Beauty Sendirian Berhad is a Malaysian company which is registered in December 2006 and the operation began in May 2008. It is a Malaysian private limited company engaged primarily in the health, beauty and wellness industry. So, the Vida Beauty, we have three business type. Vida Beauty Sendirian Berhad, which is the first type is legal structure, which is Vida Beauty Sendirian Berhad was registered under the Company Commission of Malaysia, which is known as SSM, and their liability is limited to their shareholders. The second thing is industry classification. As I said before, this is in health, beauty and wellness industry, which falls under consumer goods with specialization in cosmetic, skincare, health supplement, personal care products and wellness and traditional healing service. And the third is business nature and activities. So Vida Beauty Sendirian Berhad, manufacturing, retailing, service provider, training and education, and also branding and marketing. Okay, next, Vida Beauty Sendirian Berhad is a business model type, which is one of business model type is business to consumers, which is they sell their product to the direct to the customers and the consumers. And the second is business to business, which is Vida Beauty Sendirian Berhad offered their business to the small entrepreneur, to their agent, to their dropship and others. And the last one is Vida Beauty target market is the target market is primarily a woman and composed to the primarily composed of health-conscious and beauty-oriented consumers in Malaysia and neighbouring Southern Asian countries. Because Vida Beauty Sdn Bhd is expand their product in Malaysia and also Singapore and also what we call Southern Asian countries. So predominantly target the female customers and also supplement their target the men also. And their target market is among 18 to 45 years old, which is focused on young adult and middle-aged women. And also their target of both single and married women. So their product is very good for women especially.
Dato Seri Vida runs her business through a mix of retail shops and agent systems, where her company, which is Vida Beauty SDMBHD, sells such as health and beauty products like Kuputih and Pamoga. She opened more than 30 branches in Malaysia in places like Perak, Kelantan and Kuala Lumpur. But what really actually helped her grow is her network of agents, where right now she works with more than 400 agents in Malaysia, Brunei, Singapore and even in Korea. So her products are not just in shops, they are also sold directly through her team of agents. And at the same time, Dato Seri Vida is very smart with marketing. She often appears on TV and uses her social media, uses the social platform to promote her brand. She even sponsors big shows like Gegar Vaganza in her colourful style, strong voice and catchy taglines. As for employees, Dato Seri Vida has around 120 to 130 staff working directly with her. These people work at her headquarters, factories and retail outlets. If we include the agents and stockists, the total number of people involved in her business is actually more than 500.
Dato Seri Vida working experiences. She worked as a part-timer at KFC and also a factory during her university time. She also started a small business among her students' friends. Then, she graduated from USM or University Science Malaysia, majoring in Malay literature and also history. She taught for 12 years at SJKC Pohlim Ipoh as a history and also Malay teacher. Then, she opened a beauty salon with only 100k loan from the bank. Her salary that time was 3,000 per month and the loan repayment is 2,000 per month, which makes only 1,000 for her to survive the living expenses. After 12 years of being a teacher, she finally made the career switch where she became a vocational trainer in hairdressing and also makeup. This is when she got inspired to launch her own cosmetics product. Dato Seri Vida's role model. She actually never said who her idol is, but she loves luxury and also success, which may be inspired by a rich business or fashion icons. She also believes strongly in herself and also her faith, which focus on her own journey and not others. She is well known as a self-made woman, and her very most famous quote is self-centric, I am me. Her entrepreneurial activities. She is the CEO of Vida Beauty Sdn Bhd, a Malaysian health brand and a beauty company. She sells products like vitamin creams, slimming drink, and also cosmetic and health supplement. Her best-selling products are Kuputih, Pamoga, and also Didi Shine Foundation. As for in entertainment, she produced and also starred in her very own reality show called Dato Seri Vida Luar Biasa. She also frequently appears on TV shows, interviews, and also social media. She also released some songs as part of her self-branding, and one of her most famous songs is I Am Me. It is produced by Adri KRU. However, despite being a very famous entrepreneur, Dato Seri Vida is very famous for her philanthropic effort. She have donated to orphanages, built mosques, and also supported disaster relief. She focused especially on helping people in her home state, which is Kelantan. She is very known for her compassion and also social responsibility.
Dato Seri Vida's entrepreneurial spirit was shown from a young age. Growing up in a modest household, she began helping her mother sell traditional Malay cakes and snacks around their village. She always helped her mother with her business, which inspired her. During her days as a student, she started a small business of hers where she sells things from her hometown, Kelantan, such as kain batik, telekung, beef sambal, and also fish crackers. While pursuing her career as a teacher, Dato Seri Vida never let go of her entrepreneurial ambitions. Throughout her 20s and early 30s, she began experimenting with small business ventures on the side. She dabbled in selling beauty and health products, gradually learning how to handle inventory, market her offerings, and manage customer expectations. Even with the demands of teaching full-time, she continued to dream of building her own business, carefully planning her steps towards becoming a full-fledged entrepreneur. Her true entrepreneurial journey gained momentum following a deeply personal tragedy in 2013, when she lost two of her children in a house fire. This heartbreaking event became a profound turning point in her life. Rather than allowing grief to consume her, Dato Seri Vida chose to channel her pain into purpose. It was in this moment of loss that she found the motivation to pursue her goals more fearlessly and to build something that would leave a lasting legacy not just for herself, but in memory of her children. Next, we go to parents' background. Dato Seri Vida doesn't mention a lot about her parents, but it is certain that she was born into a well-off family at first. Her father, Othman Abdullah, was a successful businessman who owned a timber factory. For the early part of her childhood, she lived a relatively comfortable life, supported by her family's financial stability. However, her life took a drastic turn by his father's death at the age of 9. The death of her father left a significant impact on both her and her mother, as they suddenly lost their main source of income. This difficult time forced them to adapt quickly to a new reality, and it marked the beginning of her exposure to the world of business and survival.
Time she started the venture, Dato Seri Vida was going through a very hard time. She lost her children and had money problems, but instead of giving up, she became stronger. The first point is primary motivation to start up. Dato Seri Vida wanted to change her life. She didn't want to depend on anyone, but her main reason to start the business was to earn her own money and take care of her family. She also loved beauty and wanted to help others feel beautiful and confident in themselves. The second point is setting any goals while starting the business. When she started her business, she already had goals in mind. First, she wanted to survive and make enough money to support her family. Then she dreams of making her brands famous in Malaysia. She wanted people to know her name and trust her product in the beautiful industry. The next point is resources available before startup. She didn't have much money when she started, but she used what she had, her savings, her small property. She also had experience working as a teacher and selling things. That gave her some useful skill. Most of all, she believed in herself and worked hard to succeed. And then networking. Dato Seri Vida was smart in using media to grow her business. She appeared on TV and radio and her out colorfully. Personally, made people notice her. She had friends in the media who supported her. Her strong confidence and communication skill helped her connect with many people, customers.
So for control and risk orientation, at an early stage of Dato Seri Vida's venture, she demonstrated a strong control over her business operations and decision making. This can be proved as it stated how persistent and involved she was when she set up her first beauty salon using a 1,000 ringgit loan. Not only did she manage the self-management and daily operations, she also handled the entire salon renovations by herself without hiring others. And at that time, she was still a school teacher with a lot of personal responsibilities to commit. Although this hands-on approach did highlight her confidence, it was undeniably a risky and bold decision, as she naively spent her entire loan in renovating the salon without even budgeting the products and capital costs for her business. Hence, that is why she did a side job at the night market, and also she taught grooming classes to students at the National Vocational Training Council in order to support her business. Beside all of these things that had happened, we can clearly see her willingness to do whatever it takes to keep her business running and how an entrepreneur should be, which is a risk-taker person. So her attitudes had really shaped her early entrepreneurial journey. For her business plan and preparedness, so from her story, from her early business journey, it showed that Dato Vida, she did not have any formal and structured business plan, as she just relied fully on her intuition and determination. And this can be seen where she used her entire loan amount to open and renovate her first beauty salon without allocating any budget for capital and inventory. So this lack of strategic budgeting had caused her financial strain, which forced her to take on other side jobs to gain more income. But although her finances were quite weak at the beginning, she showed preparedness in other ways, whereby after resigning from her teacher career, she began teaching at the National Vocational Training Council in hairdressing and cosmetology. So this course had really improved not only her skills but also empowered the students with practical experiences. And it was during this time, while observing public interest in her students' facial treatment sessions, that she saw a business opportunity. This drove her to eventually launch her own skincare brand, which is Vida Beauty. Therefore, we can see from this that her informal approach turned into a structured venture.
Dato Sri Vida's story is a powerful reminder that success doesn't come overnight. It's built with hard work, courage, and belief in yourself. She started with almost nothing. A school teacher in Kelantan, selling small items just to survive, but behind those small steps was a big dream. Through years of effort, she built her company, Vida Beauty, into one of Malaysian top beauty brands. But the road to success was never smooth. She faced painful challenges, early business failures, financial struggles, and the tragic loss of her two children in a house fire. Most people would give up, but not her. She turned that pain into motivation and that struggle into a strength. The first lesson we learned from her: she never gave up no matter how hard life gets. What truly made her stand out was her bold and unique personality. She became the face of her own brand, wearing bright colors and then using catchy slogan and creating unforgettable ads. She sponsored TV shows, made her own theme song, and turned herself into a marketing icon. That brings us to the second lesson: be bold, be different, let your personality be your power. Despite all her challenges, Dato Sri Vida kept moving forward. She didn't let failure define her. She used it as a fuel to grow even stronger. And that's the third lesson. Turn your challenge into motivation. Let them push you forward, not hold you back. Today, she's more than just a successful entrepreneur. She is a symbol of strength, resilience, and fearless ambition. Her journey shows us that with passion, creativity, and courage, anything is possible.